Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another Star vs. the Forces of Evil review. In this episode, we have two episodes to review, Goblin Dogs and By the Book. And, I think the show's just gone downhill. Nothing interesting has happened this season. We had two good episodes, the last two, but other than that, nothing really interesting has happened. And I'm just waiting for something to happen, and it really isn't. And it's gotten so bad that I'm starting to question if the first season was ever any good to begin with, which is a big problem. But, let's just get right into this. So Goblin Dogs starts off, Star, Ponyhead, and Marco are looking for these Goblin Dogs. They're hopping between dimensions, planets, whatever, looking for them. Eventually they do find the Goblin Dog truck, but it has this huge line that goes back for miles. But they've got someone holding their place in line, Kelly. So they're waiting in line. This one-man band goblin guy comes up, says, "Oh, they're worth it. Trust me." Right? They finally get to what looks like the front of the line, to a VIP line, which literally stands for very interested in purchases, which is products whatever. So they buy a bunch of products, spend a bunch of money, and then they get to the front of this line and learn that there's even more lines, and that people have been waiting in these lines for years. So they basically start a mutiny and overthrow the Goblin Dog truck because they get so mad. The Goblin guy basically says, "Oh, I'll refund your money," and they're like, "No, keep it. It's the principle of the thing." And at this point, I was like, "Oh, I know exactly where this is going. It's the Willy Wonka thing. By giving it back, by letting them keep it, you get the actual reward." Because we learned Kelly, even though she's this big hair thing, she's got a body underneath it, and they're all able to get Goblin Dogs, which they're like, "Oh, they're just normal hot dogs," and then they start tripping acid. Okay, you got some creative visuals in the end, but nothing else about this episode was interesting. Really, I didn't laugh. The moral, again, there was one hand you could say it was good things come to those who wait, but on the other hand, there was a moral about, everybody has secrets, just deal with it. And yeah, nothing happened. It wasn't funny, and it's making me question if this show was ever that good to begin with. Because this show was always a Westerner's take on your magical girl anime. But this is just nothing, and I don't know why. I swear it was good. It's just whatever. But the other episode we have is By the Books, and this one's a little better. This is sort of the confrontation I've wanted, but it kind of pisses me off in some ways. So we start off, Ludo is unable to control his wand, right? He's got the wand, he cannot control it. So he basically wants to go to Star and find out how to control it, because as far as he knows, she doesn't have her wand. So we see Star, and she's training with Glossric to try to learn new spells or whatever, and she sucks at it, right? She's too lazy, she doesn't want to train, and she basically enough training for today, let's go hang out with our friends. But of course Glossric gets mad because something about not considering him a friend, and oh my gosh, this is kind of annoying. So he goes and hides in the donut box. So Star and Marco try to prove that Glossric is their friend, and Marco's like, "Is he really our friend? He is constantly taking advantage of us." And it's like, yeah, Marco is completely right. He is not their friend. He's constantly taking advantage of them. So they take him to the movies. They go see some romantic comedy with Cthulhu, because everybody loves Cthulhu. Right? They get booed out of the movie. From there, they try to trick Glossric. None of it's working. He's seeing right through all their plans. So they decide to smoke him out. They throw him in a dumpster, and then the dumpster gets dumped in a garbage truck. And then they go to try to save him, but Ludo shows up. And they find out the other one has the wand, and they're all confused. And then they have a wand battle, but the wand battle's pretty shit. Honestly, nothing really happens. It's not the worst, but it's really not that good. And they do make a point out of it. But yeah, Ludo's about to take out Star. The box of donuts goes flying, trips Ludo up, and then the book shows up with Star, and she's able to use it to summon a bunch of Warnicorn stampede to stop them. Okay, my problem here. Glossric says, I knew everything. I hid in the donut box so that way I could triple Ludo. I stole your pop rock so that way I could launch myself out of the garbage truck. He can see the future, and yet he doesn't realize this is a horrible idea because he's showing them the book. He shows Ludo the book, and now Ludo knows there's a book, so he can take advantage of this. Glossric is a horrible person, whatever that is. Whatever the hell he is. And yeah, that's kind of where it ends. Ludo knows about the book now. And yeah, again, I think Glossaryx made the wrong choice because he has future vision. Why not tell them that Ludo's going to show up? Why not help them stop them? Is there some sort of rule they're not explaining? There probably is, but you should probably explain. And yeah, that's the 2 episodes. On it, like I said, I think they're meh. One by the books is better than the other, but I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, peace.